Good morning, everybody. It's Monday. It's a new week. Let's turn this light on so you can see me. It's a new week. It's very dark this morning. We are at the yard. So welcome back to a new week, a new video. Welcome back to the Volvo FH500 my drive, and yeah, let's see what we got on this week. I just thought I'd say good morning to you all. Didn't do a great deal of recording last week, so yeah, just thought I'd say hello this morning, give you a quick welcome to the video intro if you like this morning. No idea exactly what we got on this week, however we're going to leave the yard in just a second. It's now, I put my card in at 5 o'clock. It's now 18 minutes past 5. Vehicle checks have all been done. We're going to leave about 2 or 3 minutes or so. Head down to Suffolk. About a 2 hour drive away from here. Get our collection, or hour and 46 minutes should I say, on the sat nav. Grab our collection this morning, which don't open until 8 o'clock, and then we're going to head back up north, and we're actually going to go around the M25. Then we're going to go up the M1 to a place called Dunstable, which is around the sort of Luton stroke Northamptonshire way. Okay, we are loaded. Paperwork there, so I know I've got it. Make sure I've got the right address. I do have the right address. Always double check the paperwork just in case. Off we go. So we are loaded. Steering wheel's okay. It is. We're all loaded, guys. We're just ready to leave site. As you can see, the front camera is on already, and we are on our way to. Where are we going to? On our way to our first delivery of the day. So we're just leaving site. You can see a lot of WS transportation tankers are here. Well, not a lot, two. But I spoke to a driver actually from WS, and they do store tankers here. So I'm not sure where he's going or where that car's going. Let me go. So we need to go left here as we come out of sight, because we can go right. They do not recommend it. That's the way we come in. We have to go left. There's a specific site road that you go. If you go south, which we will be, a specific road you take to get out of here. It's not ideal, and I'm going to show you the road, because put it this way, I'm not a big fan of the road. They're lanes, country lanes, but the road, you'll see the sign in a second, it does prompt class 1 heavy good vehicles to go down this road, but you'll see for yourself that it's not really ideal anyway. You've got the farmers doing their thing this morning on a Monday morning. That's potatoes. Wow, look at that. Oh, there's got to be millions or thousands of potatoes there. They're potatoes. Wow, look at that. That's where they come from. So we're going to left here. So you can see here, because you're going south, we're going to take the A12 south. It is that lorry in front coming towards me. I can go that way, but I've decided not to. I have gone that way before, and it's nothing but a headache, because the roads are really tight around there, and they get tighter. So I'm best off taking this way, where you've got a decent enough route to get on. You cut a big percentage of that road out, but you've still got the challenge of these tight roads I'm going to show you, because your mirrors get a little bit of abuse by the trees, and not the trees, the bushes anyway, on the way here. So Yep, so we're going to go back on ourselves around southbound to the A12, then we're going to go up the A14, then towards the M1, then we're going to go south down the M1, which is I think 1 or 2 junctions, and then we're going to reach our destination. I do need to get the lorry washed at some point because the truck is filthy. I'm not going to lie, the lorry is filthy. I've not had a chance to get it washed. Well, I didn't have a chance last week because I was finishing pretty much late every day last week, because last week wasn't a very good week, I must say. I'm actually quite glad I wasn't recording because it was such a tough week last week in terms of traffic, in terms of accidents on the M6, diversions because of it. It caused me nothing but problems last week. I was delayed at one job for 3.5 hours waiting to be tipped in Hemel Hempstead. I just had a really crap week in terms of timings, and I had to do a run-in Saturday morning. I was stuck on the road Friday night. I couldn't get home Friday night this weekend because of that reason. I'm hoping this week's going to maybe flow a bit better for me and be on my side. It's one of those things, it does happen. It doesn't happen all the time, but it does happen. So yeah, it is what it is, but it's now 9:30 on a Monday morning, and we're on our way to our first job. So we're 2.5 hours away. We've got enough drive time to get us to our first job, which is great. Then we'll tip this and we'll actually take a break on site. We can park outside where we're going to. I've been here before. We'll take a 30-minute break. So we've got a 30. We've taken a 20 already. We'll take a 30, and then we'll move on. Wait for our next job. Move on to our next job. A 30-minute uninterrupted break we'll be taking. So yeah, it's a nice house, nice swimming pool in the garden. So I hope you all had a great weekend, of course. I hope you had a marvellous weekend, whatever you was doing with your friends, your family, whatever you was doing. Because I was working Saturday, I was out Friday night, I didn't get home. I got home about before 10 AM Saturday morning. I left about 4 o'clock in the morning. I had a 4-hour drive to get back to the yard. It was nice and quiet on the roads, no complaints there. So I had a nice smooth run back Saturday morning. Bit of overtime for me, of course, which was lovely. More pennies, every little helps. And then Saturday, we actually, I normally take my daughter dancing on a Saturday morning. My father-in-law had to help me out because I couldn't get home, of course. But then we went out in the afternoon with little one, and in the evening, me and my wife went for a nice meal. In fact, we went to Blue Water, went for a nice bit of dinner, a drink, and did some shopping actually. Got myself some nice new jumpers for the winter, autumn/winter coming. I needed some jumpers. The missus got herself some bits and pieces, did a bit of shopping really. Yeah, it was all good really, it was all nice, it was nice. And then Sunday, spent a lot of time with the little one. She's got homework now she's at school. Spent a lot of time with little one as a family. And then we had dinner, put her to bed, and I was up this morning for work again, so for another week. So here we are. So like I said, I hope you had a great weekend. If you was out on the road with me, or were like me on a Friday, didn't get home till Saturday, then I hope it went well. But yeah, like I said, if it's the first time you've been to this video as well, guys, the first time you've watched one of these videos, give us a little like or a comment, tell us what you think. Maybe give me a subscribe as well. Come and follow me on my little journey. Well, big journey, little journey, whatever you want to call it, across the country as a HGV tramper. You can also network with me, connect with me on social media. I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram. They're on your screen now. Come and join me. Any questions you have, please ask. Or if you just like the content, you like the videos, you like seeing what you see, you can see more on obviously social media as well. We've got a nice little following going on social media, so it's nice to connect with like-minded people who are interested in the content, so brilliant. And yeah, you see things like this on these chaotic roads, and I call them chaotic because all you do is take out trees because you've got a high trailer on. And the locals around here don't like lorries, I must say, not around here anyway. So you can see I'm taking my time up these roads. They're country lanes. They're A roads on in the country, in Suffolk, however you pronounce it. But you've got to be careful. The corners are very tight. You've got a lot of blind spots on this road, and you've really got to take your time. And you do have a lot of traffic tailbacks behind you, but at the end of the day, they just have to be patient and wait. And you know, it is what it is. But these roads, you can see for yourself now, they're very tight. You do get oncoming traffic such as buses and other Arctics on this road as well, so you've really got to take your time. Can you hear that? It's taking out the trees. It is what it is. And the cars behind always keep their distance because of it. Got a few behind, but this is a pretty tight corner. You've really got to take your time here. I came down this road once, and a little Ford Fiesta came booting round. Speaking of Ford Fiestas, there's one there right now. Luckily enough, they're not speeding, but a black one came around there once, late afternoon. I think they got a fright when they saw me, and that's why I take my time, because, you know, yeah, very, very dangerous if you go around too fast. That's one thing I would say. Just got to take your time, and the cars behind you just have to be patient. There you go, it's my mirror already. They do need to cut these trees back, or these bushes back on the road. This is okay, but on other corners and that. So let's see what the week does bring us. We'll keep you with me until we get to the end of this road, until we hit the dual carriageway, and then well, you can rejoin me as we get to our destination and reverse down a relatively tight road to tip our first job. We've got 17 pallets on, 17 pallets of granules, like little white granules. It's a full load pretty much. It is a full load really, yeah, full load. We've got the straps on, of course. We've got to strap up anyway, very important. And we are heavy, very heavy, very dead weights we have on. It's a bit like when you're carrying water, pallets of water or coal or anything like that. It's very dead weight, and you do feel it when you're driving as well. Yeah, so 17 pallets on. So when we get to our first job, we have to sort of reverse on one side, open one side of the curtains, and then revert. Then once he's done that side, close the curtain, secure the curtain on one side, because you've got cars either side of you. You don't want your straps flapping around, because you end up hitting someone's car and damaging their car. Then you've got to push forward, reverse on the other side, open the other side, and they tip you from the other side as well. There we go. Prime example of why you've got to take your time on this road. Mirrors getting scratched. That's how close we are, because that starts going off. That's when you know you're close. But there, prime example there, oncoming traffic, class 2. You know, you haven't got much room to get through. You've just got to take your time and slow right down. It's when you get an Arctic coming down here, that's when you know you've got a problem. Or a tractor, my goodness. That's when you've definitely got an issue. Because I've been head on with a tractor before on this road, and it was a headache to try and get past him. Because the tyres are so big, they stick out more as well. This part of the road's pretty dangerous. If you go, you got to give way as well. Cars tend to give way to us because we're bigger. We need more room to get through. But you've got to dominate the middle of the road up here. So you'll see for yourself in just a second. I've got to go into the middle of the road as we slip round to the left. But you've really got to take your time. So you can see here, there's no markings on the road. You've got to go centre and take your time until they see you, which they should do. No oncoming traffic, which is perfect, and then we can push on. So here you've got to dominate this part of the road. You just got to take your time coming round, because you won't get through if you've got oncoming cars, traffic, whatever. This is when you get a couple of cars overtaking you on this straight, because they get impatient being behind you, but they're not doing it at the moment, which is good. I had a Range Rover took me over here in a van coming on I had to slow down to get him in because, yeah, some drivers wouldn't slow down and say, well, it's on your neck, it's your life you're risking, but I don't really want to witness that. So last week, actually, speaking of like that sort of thing on the road, crashes and accidents, last week, I'm not sure if you heard, I'm sure you did hear, it was all over, plastered over the news, the M53, a coach driver, there was a fatal accident on the M53, which was closed towards Wirral / Liverpool way, I think it was, up that way. I was on the M6 at the time, near the M53, and that coach crashed, and a driver and a 14-year-old girl lost their lives. Not sure exactly what happened actually with that incident, but that was very sad. Very sad, because it just shows you, it reminds you of how careful you've got to be on the road. And it doesn't matter if you're driving one of these or you're driving a car, a van, it just doesn't matter what you're driving. You just got to really take your time. Don't rush. Just don't rush. It's not worth it. Just don't rush. Take your time on everything you do. Because at the end of the day, what's the point in rushing? If you're 10 minutes late for a job or you're 10 minutes late to your destination, you'd rather be safe than rush. And unfortunately, it's all right me saying that, but unfortunately, human nature is very different, isn't it? You know, we want to be somewhere, we've got to get there fast. You know, lack of concentration. My mirror's taken a bit of a battering on this road. Anyway, you know what I mean. Hopefully, be safe. It's not worth rushing. Right, we're coming towards our road now. The A12 we're coming towards now. We'll get out of this road because the sooner the better. And then we're on the A road, the A12 should I say, and we can then push on to our destination. I'm trying to think where I'm going to get the lorry washed. It's filthy. I don't even want to show you the picture of it. It's so dirty. I've never had my truck this dirty before. I'm getting it washed today if I can. Let's see where my reload is. Right, we're going right here. Mirrors, indicators. Oh, we've got a clear run. Go, go, go. Look at that. That never happens at this junction. I never get a clear run like that. Usually I'm sat at that junction for ages waiting to get out, and you've eventually got to push yourself out slowly to a point where sometimes cars are like beep, beep, beep. I've got to commit at some point. Just got to slow down, let me go. Right, we're on the A12. Let's make some progress, and then what I'll do is I'll get back to you very, very shortly as we approach our destination for our first job, which is in Luton. Luton, the joys of Luton. And yeah, we'll get the camera rolling, maybe put it on the side of the mirror, and show you a reverse into our first job. Apart from that, I'll speak to you very soon, guys. Hello. You rejoin me as we have entered Luton. So we've entered the northeast, I think the east side of Luton, and we're heading to the west side of Luton. So we're having to go through Luton, and then we're going sort of towards the airport way, really, at Luton. Oh, a bit bouncy there. A bit bouncy there. So we're going left here. There are restrictions elsewhere, so we're trying to avoid the restrictions, because if we go straight on, there are restrictions everywhere. So yeah, so basically we're going through sort of the outskirts of Luton to get to our first destination. We are, so I'm just going to a 40 zone here. We are approximately 20 minutes away, so we're less than 10 miles away. So I must say, I've gone this way before, but I didn't go through Luton. I must say, this has taken me through a different way. There was two ways to go: around a bit further out from Luton, going to head up the M1 or head down the M1, or go straight across. I've decided to go straight across this time round, just to see what this road is like. So if I need to come to this place again, which I will do in the future, and I've got a collection first thing in the morning, I've got an idea what roads I can take. It's quite good to sort of what's the word I'm looking for? Experiment different types of routes into where you're going to, because you never know when you might need them. So I've taken this route for once to Luton to see what it's like and how reliable it is. I must say at the moment I must say it's not a bad way in. However, there are a lot of restrictions and a lot of hills. There's a lot of hills. So there's a couple of crawler lanes coming into Luton as well. So not ideal if you ask me, because it slows you right down. I was doing less than 30 miles per hour on a dual carriageway. That's how steep the hills are, the roads are. But nevertheless, it's all good. I did take a 30-minute break. We are going to be. Bear with me a second. The phone's ringing now. The phone's always ringing when you're driving, isn't it? I'll call him back. That's my brother ringing me. It's always the way. Where are we going here? Where are you? Indicators? Are you using your indicators? M1. We want the M1. Mirrors, indicators. Looks like we're going around the airport by the looks of it. That is the car park for the airport, or one of the car parks. Big old car park, isn't it? We're literally 2 miles away from the motorway now, from the M1. We're going to go across the M1. Ideally, I want junction 11A is what I want to get to my job. 11A. Then what we'll do is there's a big new Aldi's there, distribution centre. We should be going around the back of that. That's the plan. So I'm not exactly sure which junction we're coming out on this one actually. Oh, but I know it's the M1. I'll recognise where I am once I reach the M1 anyway. But the journey here wasn't too bad. It took a 30 minutes. So ETA is 5 to 1. Be about one-ish by the time we get there. How long it takes us to tip, I have no idea. They're pretty good here. Once you're parked outside, they're pretty good at getting you tipped. The guy, the forklift guy, who is normally the same guy all the time when I go there, he is pretty good. He's pretty quick as well at getting it done. I've got a blocker. Yes, I have. Thank you. Yeah, he's on the ball really, so no complaints there. Look, another hill. Another hill. I think that's the M1 above us. I think. That's the new airport way here. The way to the airport. Yeah, so very different way in, I must say. But I'm not sure what I'm doing next until I'm tipped. The office will let me know. So, very quickly, before I forget, I have some very exciting news that I've been telling you about for the past 2 weeks, I think. It is exciting news. However, I know I keep reminding you, and there are people guessing what it could be, but I will share with you most definitely very, very soon. Dunstable, that's what we were going to. Very, very soon. So do not worry, I'm not going to leave you in the dark, because I know there's been a few people asking me what's going on. What's going on, Billy? Are you leaving your company? Are you leaving your job? Are you leaving? Are you coming out of trucking? People are asking. I'm not coming out of lorry driving. No, I'm not. That's one thing I would say, because I enjoy my job and I get great satisfaction out of it. I do enjoy it. So no, that's not what's happening. So I will share with you I will probably share with you, if not at the weekend or towards the end of the week, I will share with you early next week. However, I may share with you, in fact, before the end of this week, and have the video come out on Sunday. We shall see, or maybe early. I don't know yet. I don't like to share anything unless I know it's solid. It's sort of, what's the word I'm looking for? It's concrete sort of. Yes, it's going ahead sort of thing. So I can hear planes going over me now. It's Luton Airport above me, surely, or the wrong way. Yeah. So I will share with you. So more hills. Lots and lots of hills around Luton, that's for sure. So many hills. All that diesel's just going, getting lower and lower. We have got a hell of a lot of weight on. 17 pallets of dead weight. The Volvo is screaming up this hill at less than 30 miles per hour. 28 to be precise. You don't want to stop on that lay-by, that's for sure. It'll take you a while to get out the hill. So we'll be there soon. So you stay with me until we get there, guys. And then hopefully we haven't got to wait very long to get tipped as well. I'm hoping we haven't. So we're literally just half a mile away from the M1 now. So right, what junction are we coming from? I need to work it out. Are we going south or north? I will soon see the road in a minute and I will know where I am. There's quite a few junctions on the M1 through Dunstable, Luton, that sort of way. I think we're going south. I think we're coming above and down, if I remember right. M1's just, excuse me, just over there. I've had a fridge guy behind me. He's going past me now. He's been behind me for so long. He's been very patient. Now he's like, all right, that's my opportunity to get past him. Junction 10, yes, we want junction 11A. So we're going to go north. We are going northbound. 2 junctions on, I think we are. You'll see the Audis on your left-hand side as we go onto M1 north. We shall see it in just a second. When we're on the M1, you'll see it. And then we want to be going around the back of the Audi distribution centre. Give way. Can we keep going? We can, that's nice. We've got a blocker. I'm going to go around. I think both these lanes go M1 north. We hope. Yeah, it does, yeah. That's okay. That's all good. So yeah, we're going to be there in 6 miles. 6 miles. Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to sharing with you my news. I must say, a couple of people have guessed. I think they may have sussed it, but yeah, we shall see. It may not work out. I don't know. We'll soon find out. This truck is so filthy. I don't even want to show you pictures of it. It's so dirty. This is my truck. It's the dirt. I've not washed it for about a week and a half, 2 weeks nearly. Didn't have a chance last week, as I said. But my lorry has never been this dirty, ever. And I mean ever. Now it's going to start. The good weather's probably gone now. It's going to start getting dirty all the time. I just can't stand it being filthy. It really bugs me. Right, let's get on to the M1. We've got a few restrictions here. Speed restrictions. Let's get some speed up. Just to see if we can get out. We can. Let us go, thank you. So we've got, that was junction 10 we came on at. Junction 11 and then the 11A we want. So we've got, there's a guy on the bridge there taking photos. Must be a lorry spotter, a truck spotter or something, I don't know. Use hard shoulder, no problem. So we're currently doing 52 miles per hour. We're going to take our time. You've got to be very careful going through this part of the M1. It gets very busy. And they always open the hard shoulder because just to keep the flow of traffic going as well. But it's a very, I would say, a very dangerous part of the M1 because you get cars that really go through this area at some speed as well. But they open the hard shoulder to keep the flow of traffic going, keep momentum going on the road, of course. It certainly does help when they've got the hard shoulder on, open. I think one of my ratchet straps has come loose as well. I've got a feeling it has. I've got obviously 17 pallets on, but the second pallet in on this side seems to be a little bit sticking out the curtain. It was like that originally when he loaded it, because the bags or on the pallet are just coming out slightly, but they're okay. They won't reject the load for that. I know they won't, but you always look at your curtains thinking, oh, is that my driving around the roundabouts? But it's not. So I do go very slow around the roundabouts. I try to anyway. So we're coming off very soon. So junction 11. So this wants to take me off junction 11. I'm not coming off junction 11. I'm going to come off junction 11A because I want to go past the Audis first. I'll take that junction. So what I'll do, guys, when we get to our destination, we'll sort our paperwork out. We'll go and pop our head in to let them know that we're here. And then hopefully there's no one else tipping or waiting to be tipped. There can be their drivers there sometimes waiting to tip, which can be a palaver if they are waiting. If not, then it'll be a bonus. But I think we're going to open this side first, take my straps off, loosen that side, take my straps off, open this side and tip this side first and then tip this side after. That's the plan. That is the plan, unless they tell me otherwise when I get there. Right, so we've gone past junction 11. 11A should be the next one. That should be our turn off. Sat-nav's telling me to go off this junction, but I know where I'm pretty much going now, so take me off the next one. Too close to the van in front, of course. You still use hard shoulder, it says, so we can still use the hard shoulder. Normally you can still use this hard shoulder until you get past 11A, then it asks you to move across. It's one of our drivers. Just gave him a wave. Not sure who it was though. He's got a new reg. He's got a 22 plate Volvo. He has. Mine's a 21. So nice. The 22 plates are quite nice actually, they look nice. The grille at the front is pretty good, pretty nice. The LED headlights as well, very different. Alright, is this Skoda going to push in front of me? Just guessing. No. So on the left hand side, you'll see in just a second, you'll see the new distribution centre of Audi's. It is massive, and the car park's huge as well. When this opened, all you see is all the haulage drivers there, all the Stobarts there, all the big sort of haulage companies queuing and piled up to tip. And you should see it now. I'm not sure if you can see it now. That's it on my left hand side. We're coming off here. This is 11A. We're going to be going around the back there, so there is indicators. Not many on the bays there, that's for sure. But you see all of them queued up right at the end. That's the waiting area to go in. A lot of fridge and containers you see here. Do see the curtain siders, but not as many. you mainly see fridge and containers parked up when I go here, or when I go past it. Seen very little curtainsiders. Right, so this is us. We're going left and left again. So we're past Aldi's. Dunstable north. All clear, all good. So we'll stay in this left lane, I think. So when I first came to this place, I got lost. The sat nav took me right where that lorry's going now, that way. It took me Luton north, and I got completely lost. Completely. So the HGV entrance is here for Aldi's. If I ever have to come here, I know where I'm going then. Never been to this one, never done a delivery at this Aldi's before. It'll be just in there. Never been to this one, but at least I know for future reference if I ever need to. We're going to go left here. Yeah, I went down that way before, got completely lost in the middle of Dunstable, if that's what it's called, or Luton North. And yeah, I had to ring another driver to find out where to go. I got lost. Eventually I found it, obviously. He had to guide me in. Sat-nav wasn't taking me to the job, but now I've set the sat-nav up, I've got it saved, it takes me pretty much to where I need to get to, but I do know where I'm going anyway. So we're at the back of Aldi's now. It's quite a mild day today. Looks like we're going to have some rain at some point today. It does look that way. It looks that way. If I get a chance to show you how dirty this truck is, I want to show you. That mirror is like red and like purple because of clipping the branches and the bushes coming out of my collection this morning. It's just filthy. This window's filthy as well. I need to get it washed. It's so dirty. See a lot of dog walkers around here taking their dogs for walks. Or the dog's taking them for a walk, I don't know. So I'm just going straight on there, we'll be there in a minute. A few more roundabouts to go to contend with. Then we come to the last roundabout, take a sharp right, we go all the way around and then take a left. We should see a DHL distribution place centre. I'm hoping that when we get here we haven't got to wait. I'm hoping it's a case of if I see a gap, if I look and I can get straight outside, I'm going to park. I'm going to reverse straight down there. If there's another lorry there, I'll have to wait at the top of the road and then walk in with the paperwork and just let them know I'm next in line, next in the queue, sort of thing. This place I've been to, which has been a few times, it's sort of first come first serve. Now there has been a few occasions, not with me personally, there has been a few occasions where other drivers have pushed in. You can park here and you reverse down it. Just in front there's another, you can park on the side and they reverse straight down. There's been occasions where drivers have pushed in and there's been a little bit of altercation with a couple of drivers in the past, because it is a case of first come first serve. Whoever gets reversed down there first is getting tipped. You give them if you're next in line, give them your paperwork. They couldn't care less whether you're second, third or fourth. So when a driver turns up, I let them know I'm going down next. I always make the driver aware that I'm next down there after that one, just to let them know that, you know, don't try and push in front, you know. But most drivers are actually quite okay with it. You know, they know the game, they get the game, they understand. You know, if you're here first, you get tipped first. Some drivers can be very rude, very arrogant, and have no care in the world about any other drivers. They're pushing in front of you, they're getting tipped ASAP whether you like it or not. So, you know, if that happens to me, I won't even argue with the driver. I'll go straight to the depot where I'm tipping, and I'll tell them he shouldn't be tipping next. I've been waiting for so long, blah de blah. If they don't do nothing about it, then okay, fair enough. But you know, but I try not to. I don't really have that worry. Knowing my luck, I'll probably have an issue with it today, but I won't attract that into my life. Try not to. I think one of our drivers had an argument with another driver once when we was both parked there. Someone pushed in front of him. But you know, it's the world we live in now, isn't it? The world we live in. Yeah. Building a big warehouse there. Another distribution centre going up there. 90,000 square feet, I think it said there. Jesus, it's a big one. It's a big old warehouse. Oh. Where's Mr. Porsche going? He's not going nowhere, that's good. We're going to keep going around, so we've got this roundabout. I think our roundabout is the next one. I think it's the next one. Very bouncy. So we have got the mid-axle down. Right, now we're going. This is us here, isn't it? This is our roundabout. I'm sure DHL. Yes, it is. This is us. So let this Audi just squeeze around me because I need a bit more of a swing. I need to bring the tractor unit out a bit more. We're going to put our indicators on, just so you know, behind us and next to us, that we're going to be making a manoeuvre. We're dominating this roundabout now. We're going to go where that white van is going. DHL is just there. That's our turn off. And then we're going to go left to here. There's a van behind me, let him know that I'm turning in. Now that truck there, he's just left. He could be coming from where I've come from. There's another one behind me from another company. He could be going where I'm going. He's probably looking at me thinking the same thing. Alright, DHL is here. We're going to take a right here. It's a one-way system around here, really. You want to be going right here. They've got speed bumps there now. Never used to be there. That's DHL on the right, and just behind us on the left, down here. There's one big loop around here. One big loop. Right, let's see if we've got a wait here, or if we've got a wait or not. Okay, we're going in. We are going in. So now it's a waiting game. I'm outside, ready to be tipped. I think the forklift guys, I think they're on break. I think they're outside having a cigarette, and I've got a feeling they're on break till probably 3 o'clock. It's 2:45 now. One side's open, the other side's closed, and then once they've tipped, I've got the straps off. Once that side's done, I'll move along and open the other side. So it's just a waiting game now, really. We're just waiting to be tipped. So where are we going next? We are going to, now we're in Luton, excuse me, we're going to Basildon in Essex for a reload, and tomorrow morning we are heading up to Burnley, so up to Lancashire. So we've got a good 4.5 hour drive, 5 hour drive up to Lancashire. Never been to that one before, so it'll be a new job. I've had a look on Google Maps and Google Earth to see what the site's like around there, in terms of parking, in terms of obviously getting around with a lorry, and it looks okay. It looks reasonably okay, but it can be a little bit deceiving when you look at it on Google Maps and stuff like that until you get there. But there are trailers in the park behind, so it looks okay. So that's our job for tomorrow. So in the meantime, we are going to wait to be tipped. I think the guy might be getting ready in a minute. His forklift is getting ready. So yeah, hopefully we'll be tipped very shortly and we can get on our way for our reload on Monday and get back on the road. That's the only update I've got for you so far, really. Not really much else to tell you, but I will get back to you soon. So the sooner we get tipped the better, because it's starting to rain here. It's looking a little bit a bit grumpy outside weather-wise. The clouds are obviously looking a little bit grey, but that's where we've reversed down. We've reversed all the way down here. So we're here at the moment. We'll move along that side shortly, open this side, and then they'll tip me from this side as well. So it's quite tight. We've got another driver around here waiting to tip. There's another driver along that road down there waiting to come in as well. So we've got here in good time. There's 2 more behind me. So fingers crossed we'll get tipped very shortly and we get back on the road. Apart from that, I'll speak to you very shortly. Good morning. How the devil are we all this morning? As you can tell, it's a new day. We're into Tuesday. And you rejoin me on a Tuesday morning at 7:07:43 a.m. on the A1 heading north to Burnley. So we're off to Lancashire, north. So I left you yesterday with us finishing at our job in Luton. I did try and do some recording, but didn't quite go to plan, unfortunately. Battery died, memory card decided to run out of memory because I forgot to delete videos that I just don't need no more. And yeah, I spent my evening doing that last night for today. So you rejoin me basically heading north this time. So we've collected from Basildon last night. I was running out of time, not necessarily running out of time, but what time was it? I got to Basildon about what time did I get to Basildon last night? I got there at, I think it was 10 to 6. 10 to 6 in the end. I was actually caught in major traffic on the M25 and then caught in traffic just heading all the way down to Essex. So about an hour and a half, nearly 2 hours, I was on the M25 at the A127 heading into Basildon in just solid traffic. Then the weather started changing, excuse me, and then yeah, so we got there at 10 to 6. I actually got there, I spoke to one of the other drivers and he said to me, speak to the security, they're good as gold there. Because it's getting late, finding parking will be tricky. And I was like, yeah, you're right, it will be quite tricky. After 6 o'clock, you know, especially with what I've got on the back, I don't really want to be looking at a lay-by as well. Not at that time of night. Spoke to the security, said, is there any chance I can sort of stay on site this evening? Where it's secure, because obviously I've got your load on the back. He goes, absolutely fine. We've got the shift change at 6. Speak to the shift manager who's taking over for night shift and see what he says. He says he's normally all right with it. Spoke to him, within 5 minutes of me being there, security spoke to him. He came over and said, no problem driver, just park just over there. We've got cameras, we've got security gates, you'll be fine. And you'll get a good sleep here as well, because no lorries come out all night until 4 o'clock in the morning. 4:30 in the morning, he said. I was like, result, thanks very much. He said, there's free coffee in there, toilets are in there, help yourself to everything. Brilliant. I was like, result, this is brilliant. So yeah, I stayed on site last night in Basildon. And stayed on site, and that was pretty much it. I had a really good sleep. I was asleep by about, what time was I asleep by last night? I was asleep by 9:30 last night, 9:30 last night. And yeah, asleep by 9:30, and I was up by 4:45. Put my card in at 4 o'clock, did my vehicle checks. I was pretty much on the road by 4:15, just before 4:15. Yeah, 4:15ish. And that was pretty much it. We was on our way. So happy days. We've got a good, to where we're delivering to today, it's 5 hours and 10 minutes drive to our destination, meaning I've got to take a 45-minute break on the way up. I've actually already stopped off at Peterborough services for a 20-minute break. I had a 20-minute break there, 25-minute. So we've still got a 30-minute break to take between now and getting to our delivery. We've been driving for 2 hours and 59 minutes to be precise, nearly 3 hours now. And we've got just over 2 hours of drive to go until we get to our delivery. We're currently coming towards, I think, Newark stroke Grantham. That's where we're approaching now, or on the A1M north. And that's pretty much where we are, the River Trent we're going across. So that's pretty much where we are. It's a nice clear run. There's been a bit of traffic on the way up here with an accident, but it lasted about 10 minutes. I've actually got the sat nav on all set up. I've got the traffic updates set up as well. Pretty much everything. I've just updated the sat nav, in fact. Last night I updated it, and it's included all the what do you call it, the new speed cameras and all the new roads have been added. So the new roads and stuff like that, junctions that have been added across the country, that's all been updated on the sat nav as well. So my sat nav is completely up to date now. Okay, so we've just had a 30-minute break. We have stopped off at, as you can see, the camera's on the front, Castleford, and the truck wash is open, so we're going to go and see if I can get the lorry washed. That's the plan. We're in a bit of a dip here on the bay, but slowly does it. A bit of a little dip there on the park, so let's go and see if we can get this lorry washed very quickly, get the unit washed because it's filthy. Is it open? I have no idea. It looks like it is. The unit needs doing, and I know it's raining, but if I don't do it now, I never will be able to. So I don't care. Been told I didn't want it washed. Not sure it's working, guys. Give me a second. Okay, so just gonna get the unit washed. It is raining. It's not raining now, but it was. But if I don't get it done now, then it never will be done. So I've got to get it cleaned whilst I've got a chance, because the unit's filthy. Even though it's raining, it is absolutely filthy. So once it gives me the green light, you just tell me wait 2 minutes. So it's only a quick rinse I've asked for, so nothing special. Just to get rid of the dirt off the wheels, mud guards. Mud guards are full of dirt, and the back lights you can hardly see. So I don't think the guys have done much today. Just call me forward, so. Got to be so careful going into these truck washes because they're so tight, a lot of them. Okay. So this is how they basically wash the trucks. It's a pretty quick job. The front winds, you can't see it on the camera, but the front windscreen is absolutely filthy. So mirrors need a clean. Even though I clean them myself, I've done them so many times, they just need a good clean. So we're still well and truly, our ETA is going to be just after 11 o'clock, so we'll still be an hour and a half early for our delivery. But yeah, it's not too bad. Whilst I've got an opportunity, I may as well get it cleaned. I went into the port cabin. There's 3 of them sat in there. 2 of them got their woolly hats down, fast asleep. The other guy was awake. Said hi, lads. And the guy went, next door please. Next door, mate. Oh, sorry. I think they weren't happy I woke them up. And the guy on the computer next door. It's the second time I've been to this truck wash. I've been here before. The last time I just went into the same place, but the guy next door was doing the computer stuff. So yeah. Sorry for waking you on a working day. Thing is, they're obviously very quiet today. That's why they're all fast asleep. But so how does it feel to be going through the truck wash with me? That's an experience? No, it's only a lorry wash. It shows you what they do though. It's pretty cool. They've not tucked the mirrors in, which I'm a little bit concerned about, because there you go, I just pushed that one in. That one's not been pushed in, but that one has. More concerned about when it comes back, is it going to rip the mirror off? But I really hope not. My one, just telling me to go left here. And this is what we're looking for. This is our location. So saying left here. The original factory shop, offices only. Deliveries via Farrington Road. Oh, for goodness sake, are you joking me? Farrington Road. Have I taken the wrong one? No way. I've got a feeling. deliveries via Farrington Road. We'll have a look. You know when you think you've taken a wrong turning, but we'll just have a look to see where this takes us. Deliveries via Farrington Road. That's not great parking, buddy, is it? You've got to get another Arctic around you. Little curb there. Right, I have no idea. Do you want to get around me? Is he going in there, is he? Idea. I don't know. Get a bus round there, buddy. So I have no idea where I am. Where we're looking for is just there. Where we go for delivery is a different question. Bear with me a second. We have a forklift guy just here. Hi mate. I've got delivery for these guys. The other side. Yeah. 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 Thank you. Cheers, bud. Road. That's all good, isn't it? That's all good. Taking the wrong turn in Farrington Road I want, so turn around. How are we going to do this? Let's have a look. I'll tell you what we'll do. Turn around this way. Just have to turn around here, won't we? Ourselves. Take a right at the petrol station apparently. So that's what he said. It's always the way when you go to the first job, not been here before, you take the wrong road. It's always lovely. It's around there. Go back to the road, take a right. I'm not going to get around there. Oh my goodness, really? Thanks for making my life difficult, driver. Farrington Road apparently. Okay, oh, bumpy. So, take a right at the road, past the petrol station, take a right. Okay, try that. Can't see nothing on this road, that's for sure. There's a van coming there. Yes, there is. It's a good thing I'm using my mirrors, that's for sure. Okay. So you go back on the road, take a right, and then it's Farringdon Road apparently we're looking for. So, Farringdon Road's next right. Okay, I'm with you. Take a right, past the petrol station, take a right, Farringdon Road, he said. At least someone helped me. The forklift guy helped me. He doesn't even work there, but he did help, which was quite handy. So that's good. So it looks like this is coming off the back doors as well. Excuse me, it's on an RDC, so it's on a bay by the looks of it. We'll just wait for this car to go past us. I'm going to go now. I heard a little bang then. I was thinking, is that back of the trailer? But it wasn't. It was that Harley Davidson going past me. Right, so go past the petrol station and then take the next right on the Farringdon Road. Right, got you. Okay. So I think we've got it. Famous last words. Right, here we go. Right. This is what we want. Farringdon Road. Take my time because I don't know exactly where I'm going here. That's not it. It's definitely not, it must be down and around here because we've gone past this place. When you don't want to commit too far down, just in case you get the wrong turning and you cannot turn around. So I'm not 100% sure where this is. I've gone around. Where is it then? Okay, I'm just going to pull in here for a second. Now it looks very tight there. Now I'm just going to go and do a recce because you know when you're just not 100% sure. So just bear with me a tick. I'm going to go and have a look because I do not want to commit going down there and I have problems. When you see it's all good. Obviously lorries go down there. I can see a class 2, but I can't see any Arctics down there at the moment. But when you've got cars parked either side on an industrial estate, alarm bells start to ring sometimes. So I shall go and check and I'll be back with you in just a second. I'll leave the cameras rolling and I'll get back to you in a second. So let's see how we do. I might skip this bit anyway, to make sure I'm not getting it wrong. Goodness, well, it started raining heavily. That's my exercise done for the day. It's down there. Great. It always has to rain as you get to your delivery. Of course. I've seen the sign for it saying deliveries only, so we can get round there. The road looks deceiving from here. Always double check, always be sure. That's my outlook to it. Right. Oh, there you go. It's now, the heavens now have definitely come down on us. Right, let's go. So I've seen the signs for deliveries only for the place we're looking for. You'll see it in a second yourself, actually. So this road looks deceiving as you approach it, but as you get around here, it's fine. Just got to be careful ahead of the trailer and scratch a car as you swing the tractor unit round. So you can see the blue sign on the left hand side. It says the original factory shop, deliveries only. That's what we want. Aha, that's what's around here. I must say I'm getting peckish now. There it is in front of us. Looks like there's a security guard there, so goods in. Right, it stopped raining. Great. Right, the original factory shop in. That's what we want. Here we are, guys. We are here. There's lots of people wearing hard hats on this container place there. Oh, this looks interesting. This is what we want. This is our destination. Do I need to ring the buzzer? I will ring it anyway. Loading bay, loading bays, lots of loading bays. There's two lorries there already. I think I might just reverse here and park here, and then walk down to the office. I think that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. Reverse back onto that. Just next to that curtain sider, I think. I don't know where I am, where I'm going, or whatever. So I'll do that to be on the safe side. Not been here before, so I shall think on my own 2 feet. That's what you call it. First back. Just wait here for a second, or park here for a second. Right, so we are here, the original factory shop. I'm going to find out transport reception. There we go. Right, I can see transport reception. There's 2 transport receptions, so I have no. Oh, goods in, goods out. Perfect. Right, guys, I shall get back to you very shortly once I'm tipped, and we'll find out where we're going next. I'll speak to you soon. Okay, so we're tipped. We're tipped. So we're just off the bay. We've closed the back doors, and we're just waiting for our next job details to come through. I'm just waiting for them to come through now. A bit of a delay on that, I think. Just double check it. We can leave site. Let's leave site, let the other guys get in. There's an Arctic in front of me waiting to get in, so he's just going to check in with the office, book in with the office. we shall leave site. We've levelled off, we've closed the back doors, we can now leave. Fairly straightforward. I was on site there for 32 minutes it took to tip me there. 32 minutes. I was straight on bay 1. Straight onto bay 1, and they started unloading me straight away. So no problems there. Really straightforward tip that is. So I was quite pleased, quite happy with that. I think my steering wheel's too high. I'm gonna have to adjust it. Oh, he needs to slow down. He's coming around a bit fast there. No idea why he's nodding his head like that. Sorry, mind your way, driver. So we're just gonna, I think we'll just park where we was before actually. So what we're gonna do, park where we was before, wait for our next job to come through, and then we'll start making our way to our next job and see what happens from there. The steering wheel feels way too high. I think I need to adjust it. We'll pull over here actually, in fact, because there's double yellows there. Just put in here for a second. I better straighten up there. Too far out to the road, I think. There's no one behind me. It's a pretty clear road actually, so it's not bad. Just straighten up a little bit. Get this trailer straight. That's more like it. That way we're not obstructing oncoming traffic, so just sit here for a second. Best off being off site and allowing other drivers to get in onto the bay, because with that site there, if you've got an Arctic, you have to swing right round and I'm in the way, just to level off or line up, should I say, then slowly reverse back. There's a slight decline get my incline declines right on that, so you go down slightly. So you've got to be very careful when you open the back doors. If you've got a full load and you open the doors and you roll down, that load can fall out the back. The driver next to me did it. He had a full load right to literally the brink of the back doors, and he opened his doors. I was watching it thinking, please don't fall off, because he had no straps on. But obviously he maybe does his job all the time, who knows. But I never open my back doors unless I'm lined up with the bay and I know I can open the doors firstly, because sometimes you've got a truck next to you and you can't get the doors open, but there's plenty of space there. I always make sure the doors are open as I reverse back, level off, open the door, get out, open the doors, back onto the bay safely. If there's a slight drop on the bay, then you've got to be very cautious or very aware of that. So anyway, I just thought I'd say that, if it helps. Every minute you're thinking on this job. Anyway, I'm gonna wait for my next job to come through, guys, and then I'll probably get back to you when we're at our next job to let you know what's going on there. But this week so far, Luton has been done, and the long old journey to Burnley has now been completed at 12:23 in the afternoon. Happy days. And we started at 4, so it took over 6 hours to get here, including, well, 7 hours including our break. That was with traffic obviously on the way up here as well. But that job is complete, which is brilliant, and it's not even 1 o'clock yet. So let's see where our reload is and go from there, and I'll get back to you very shortly, guys. Speak to you soon.